Why dating is holding men back? Mostly because most men date because of two things. Because of the fear of being alone and because of peer pressure. We believe that being alone is something to be said about, especially as you grow older. When you're younger, it's okay because you have an excuse because you are playing the field, experimenting. But as you grow older, you tend to want to shackle up. You tend to want to have a family, have kids, etc. And a lot of this might be good to a certain extent, but a lot of this also comes to peer pressure, group thinking, that you need to be with someone, you need to settle down and do everything couples do. So you just conform. And also the fear of being alone, the fear of facing your tail, the fear of facing what will come up during that emptiness, during that solitude, during that loneliness. I myself have decided to give up dating at the end of January 2026 or beginning of February 2026. Why am I doing this? I've given up porn and I participated in a hookup culture after I've given up porn. So to a certain extent, I have objectified women even after I give up porn. Just because you give up porn does not mean that you will give up objectifying women. And I did so for many years when I was living in Thailand, even without porn. Now I do objectify women much less and I do not seek their validation as much as I did previously. As I said, desexualizing your mind is a process, is a lifestyle, and you get better and better every day. Obviously, the first step is to give up porn, but I've already done that. But I'm still working on myself to get better and better at desexualizing my mind and transmuting that beautiful sexual energy we have. So my reasons to give up dating and why I think it's holding a lot of men back is that we constantly, through our biology, want to chase women, want to be with women. It is completely normal to a certain extent because we are mammals after all. But I'm telling you, sometimes it is good to go against peer pressure. It is good to go against the grain, to go against society's expectation and even our biology. Because you might not know how you will feel when you are alone. You might feel bad, but if you feel bad, it's amazing because you have things that you need to deal with. You have to enjoy that solitude and see what comes up. And if you objectify women and seek validation from women, like I did for many years, it is a good time for you to be alone, to let go of the need for that validation, to let go of the need for sexual gratification through this objectification that usually comes from many years of watching porn. Once you can do that, once you can have freedom, or at least on the path of getting that freedom from that validation seeking and that freedom from those sexual urges and that objectification, you are on your path of desexualizing your mind. And when you're on your path of desexualizing your mind, generally speaking, it goes hands in hand with being on your path of your authentic self, of answering the call to adventure. Most of the time, it is better to at least be alone. You want to be on that path. You want to find your path. And after a while, when you're on that path, you want to invite someone to join that adventure. You don't want to be a boy that is confused, a boy that just fucks around, that just watch porn, that doesn't know where he's going, has no clue about who he is. And it's okay when you are young, it's normal. But once you can let go of those distractions, as I talk about in most of my videos, and be more of a man, a masculine man on his purpose, you can be more on your authentic self. And it's much more magnetic than if you are a boy that is lost in distractions and confusion. But oftentimes being alone is what you need to face that loneliness, to face that boredom and build something up from those growing pains. There's nothing wrong with being alone. If you have a girlfriend now, I'm not saying that you should let her go. I'm not saying that you break up with her. If you feel that she's the wrong woman for you, don't be afraid of being alone. Don't be afraid of that loneliness. Embrace it. That's how you build yourself up. So break up with her. But if you have a caring girlfriend, a caring wife, you can find times where you can be alone. Meditate, be mindful, journal. Find time for yourself. Find time to see who you truly are. But if you don't have a girlfriend and you're single like I am, take a moment in life, whether it's 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, maybe 2 years, to be celibate, to be chaste, to be on semen retention, to give up porn. Figure out who you are. Enjoy that loneliness. Enjoy that boredom. Enjoy that solitude, because maybe you will feel lonely and after a while you will enjoy that solitude. Maybe you will feel bored, but you will feel that boredom with constructive things like meditation, working out, journaling, affirmation, learning a new language, just contemplating, starting a new business, so on and forth. There are so many things you can do when you don't have the responsibility of being with another person that you need to stimulate you. You don't need to be needy and clingy and settle for the first girl that accepts you. No, you can find the one that really fits you. But for that, you need to build yourself up and learn how to be alone and learn how to be a masculine man on his purpose. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sebastian, your addiction recovery coach, and I'm here to help those of you who want to give up porn, sexualize their mind, and other addictive compulsions and behavior. Links are in the description box below if you want to know more, and I'm sure I can help.